With the latest. Also, 2023 was filled with political craziness here in Wisconsin. We take a look back at the top headlines. And organizers in Times Square are preparing for New Year's Eve. How rising tensions abroad have law enforcement officials on their toes. You're watching News 3 now at 5. We begin with developing news tonight out of Iowa County as officers are currently in a standoff with someone who is barricaded inside a building outside Avoca. They're asking people to avoid the area of County Roads N and Double N. It is unclear what led the suspect to barricade themselves. No officials there say there is no threat to the public, and the situation is ongoing. Well, right now, police are investigating after a stolen car chase ended near Ruby Court on Madison's Far East Side. Madison police say Monona officers were pursuing a stolen car in DeForest. The driver led them on a pursuit to Madison. Police eventually found the car without a driver inside. This happened about 7:30 last night. Right now, police don't have any suspects. And overnight, a house took on some damage when a car jumped the curb and hit it, damaging a foundation wall and support beam. Happened on South Park Street. Fortunately, the family living there can continue to do so. Firefighters used support techniques to shore up the damage there. No injuries were reported, but two men in their 20s were arrested. One faces charges of operating while intoxicated. The other was wanted on a Department of Corrections hold. Madison police say they arrested a 19-year-old man who dropped a loaded gun outside Easttown Mall, then ran away from officers. They received a report before 3:30 of a man leaving Dick's Sporting Goods, seeing him drop a gun before picking it up. Employees say he'd been acting strangely in the store. Police found him at another business where he ran away, throwing the weapon on the ground before officers arrested him. Well, let's get a look now at First Warn Forecast. Meteorologist Alex Harrington is out on the weather patio. Alex?
Yeah, Eric, out on a festive patio here. We still got a little bit of snow, and I'm still keeping the snow shades going because we got some more snow in the forecast to end 2023 with. Heads up, folks, if you are going to be doing a little bit of traveling Saturday night going into your New Year's Eve day, Sunday morning, there's a potential that we could be looking at a little minor accumulation of snow with a clipper-like system, especially for areas along and north of I-94. So just giving you that first heads up, 1 inch amount. So not expecting a heavy amount of snow with the best chances up towards central Wisconsin. But you know, it doesn't take much to cause a little bit of a slick spot to cause a travel issue or two. Temperatures out there right now, 33, not too bad. 37 to the west in Boscobel. Here in Dane County, temperatures lower to middle 30s, so we've got a little bit of the dripping action out here with some of that melting of the snow, but it will freeze overnight tonight with low temperatures dipping down into the 20s. We'll do 32 at 6, 30 by 8 o'clock, and then we'll get down to about 26 degrees for low temperature tonight. Coming up in Maine weather, we're going to track that clipper-like system hour by hour and show you again who stands the best chance for the snow, and a little tour of viewer photos and what you can expect for the first full week of 2024.
All right, Alex, thank you. Game day getting closer for the Badgers. News 3 Now sports director Zach Hanley is live in Tampa. And Zach, how are all those Wisconsin boys doing down there in the Sunshine State?
Well, it was kind of a low-key day for the Badgers. Practice in the morning, and then they spent the day right here in Busch Gardens. But in between that, Luke Fickell and LSU head coach Brian Kelly stepped up to the mic for a joint press conference. First time we heard from Luke Fickell since we arrived. And he made it a point to say what this trip to Tampa means for this current group of Badgers and his program going forward.
We are excited, obviously, to be here, but it's also a great opportunity for us to prepare, for us to continue to push our program forward. I think this was practice 13 in some ways for us, and we're excited about, obviously, a great opponent in LSU. And Coach Kelly, obviously, got a little bit of history and know a lot about him. This is going to be an incredible challenge for us, but I think that's what's exciting for us.
Luke Fickell was asked which actor he'd like him to play in a movie if there was one ever made about him. His answer, Adam Sandler. If you look kind of close, you can see a little bit of resemblance. Well, we'll have much more coming up at 6 at what the Badgers did today in Busch Gardens. But now live in Tampa, Zach Hanley, News 3 Sports.
I don't even think you have to look that close. The resemblance is clear. All right, go get on some of those roller coasters, Zach. Thank you very much. All right, back in Madison, it has been a busy political year at the state capitol. And here with a roundup of the craziness is political reporter Will Keneally. Will?
Well, Eric, as you say, it's been a big political year with the state budget being passed and off-year election. Almost too many headlines to count. But we posed that question to our political panel on this week's For the Record. What is that biggest political headline that we've seen in the last year?
I would have to say it was Janet Protasewicz's slam dunk win of the Wisconsin Supreme Court election, which I think really put Republicans on their heels because it was such a definitive win, and it also just showed how angry women are about overthrowing Roe v. Wade. I think that was a key issue in that race.
I'd have to agree with Ruth. I mean, that clearly was the biggest political story of it. It has some big policy implications. But I think the bigger story of the fact that the Liberals now have the majority of the court was what it cost to get there. We've never seen this kind of money in elections.
Yeah, so we covered that and much more on this week's For the Record, including have them build a political news cocktail where each ingredient corresponds to a major event this past year. You can see more of that this Sunday at 10:30.
All right, that could be interesting. Thank you very much, Will. Former President Donald Trump faces another legal challenge to his candidacy with just a few weeks to go before the first votes are cast in the 2024 presidential primary. Nicole Skanga has more details now from Washington.
Campaigning in New Hampshire about 3 weeks before that state's primary, presidential hopeful Nikki Haley told voters it's time for change.
Republicans have lost the last 7 out of 8 popular votes for president. That is nothing to be proud of.
Polls show Haley running second behind former President Donald Trump in the Granite State.
We need to hear the truth about Donald Trump.
Former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, who's focused his presidential hopes on the state, slammed Haley for saying if elected that she would pardon Trump before any trials for the crimes he's accused of.
She believes in 2 systems of justice, one for all of us and one for the most powerful.
In nearby Maine, voters may not have the choice of picking Trump after the Secretary of State took his name off the ballot, ruling he had violated the Constitution's 14th Amendment against insurrection.
Mr. Trump was aware of the tinder that was laid in a multi-month effort to delegitimize the 2020 election and then chose to light a match.
Trump's campaign issued a response promising an appeal and calling the secretary a virulent leftist and hyperpartisan Biden-supporting Democrat. Colorado's Supreme Court issued a similar ruling last week.
We need from the U.S. Supreme Court guidance about what the federal Constitution says.
Maine and Colorado hold primaries on Super Tuesday, March 5th. Nicole Skanga, CBS News, Washington.
And Thursday, California joined Michigan and Minnesota in declining to remove Donald Trump's name from the ballot. More challenges have been filed in about a dozen other states. It is common for people to search the internet to get answers to health issues. Google just released the top trending health-related questions searched in the U.S. for 2023 from January at least through November. Turns out it's strep throat. The top search, how long is strep contagious? That was followed by how contagious is strep throat? Other top searches include how to lower your cholesterol, and what helps bloating. Law enforcement officials are ramping up security for New Year's Eve festivities in Times Square, including a massive police presence, as you might expect. About 1 million revelers are set to pack the iconic location on Sunday to see the ball drop at midnight. With concerns heightened amid ongoing protests against the Israel-Hamas war, officials are warning everyone to be on high alert. Bradley Blackburn reports from Times Square.
Happy New Year! With confetti flying, a mini dress rehearsal in Times Square for Sunday's annual New Year's festivities. Under the watchful eye of the New York City Police Department, security will be extra tight as 2024 arrives. Mayor Eric Adams addressed security preparations and concerns while the Big Apple gets ready for the big party.
Our drones, our helicopters, our boats, the full complement of our public safety apparatus will be on display.
New York's mayor says there have been nearly 500 protests in the city since the start of the Israel-Hamas war. With that heightened tension, they're adding security precautions here in Times Square and at New Year's celebrations across the country. CBS News obtained a recent law enforcement bulletin that warns of a likely heightened threat of violence through the holidays, including at large gatherings like New Year's Eve celebrations and particularly by lone actors.
We're going to have a large police presence out there, both uniformed and plainclothes. We're going to be doing traffic control, pedestrian control to make sure it's a very safe New Year's for all.
Still, some tourists visiting the city say they'll avoid Times Square on New Year's Eve.
I will not be in Times Square on New Year's Eve because of likely security issues.
Below ground, the Times Square subway station, the city's busiest mass transit hub, will also be watched very closely.
Deployment plans are multi-layered, and they consist of a visible presence, that New Yorkers and our riders are going to see, and an invisible presence.
In addition to law enforcement, the Times Square Alliance says its public safety officers are also certified in anti-terrorism training. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, Times Square, New York.
Well, the countdown is on to the new year, and for many, it's a time to make goals for 2024. According to one survey, more than a third of Americans make New Year's resolutions. A new survey from Forbes Health finds, no surprise, the top resolution for 2024 is improving physical fitness. Number 2 is improving finances, and number 3 is improving mental health. But psychologists say the way you phrase those goals can set you up for success.
That's one of the reasons why resolutions fail. They're too idealistic and they're not so specific. Specific and measurable, so you can see your progress over time.
And experts say rewards can also help us follow through on those resolutions. So when you set a goal, decide exactly what you'll do to celebrate. It can be an effective source of motivation. After the break, we'll get a look at your complete First Warn forecast with meteorologist Alex Harrington. And you have 2 more days to get to one last fun holiday event at Olbrich Gardens. We'll have more details next at 5. And the market's seeing red on the final trading session of the year. The Dow falling 20.5, but it gained 14% on the year. The Nasdaq down 84 today, but up 43% on the year. And the S&P loses 13.5, closing up 24%. For 2023. We'll be right back.
Don't miss Ashley's 3-day mattress event. Get low monthly payments with no money down. Save up to $700 instantly on top mattress brands while supplies last. Mattresses have never been more affordable. Only at Ashley.
Do more together this holiday in the Chevy that's right for you. The award-winning Chevy Equinox, the hard-working Chevy Silverado, or the all-new high-tech Chevy Trax. Whatever your plans are this season, do more in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $5,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado.
See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, farm is in our name, so you know we're animal experts, offering the quality pet food, supplies, and advice you need for healthy, happy pets. Right now, save $2 on all Blaine's Farm and Fleet dog and cat food. 40-pound bags of Blaine's wild bird food, just $15.99. Keep you and your pets warm with Easy Heat wood fuel pellets, just $4.99 a bag. Plus, order select pet and animal prescriptions online at blainesrx.com.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
Try it this new year for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Don't miss Ashley's 3-day New Year's event. Save up to 72% off doorbusters and clearance. Get low monthly payments with no money down. Furniture has never been more affordable. Only at Ashley.
Tonight on News 3 Now, join us for a power-packed political panel. We have the top minds from both sides of the aisle analyzing the highs and lows of 2023, unveiling their predictions for the critical issues shaping 2024. That's tonight at 6.
From damaging drought to catastrophic flooding and severe storms in every season, the News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team gives you a deeper understanding of Wisconsin's ever-changing weather with special reports that go beyond the barometer. Only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
It's all aboard the Holiday Express. Today at Olbrich Gardens, people enjoyed watching large-scale model trains chugging through a festive scene, overflowing with hundreds of poinsettias and fresh evergreens. Members of the Wisconsin Garden Railway Society came from all over the state to show off their large-scale model trains. And depending on the day, you might see a bullet train, a steam train, a Santa train, a circus train, even a freight train. Each year, Olbrich's horticulturists design and carefully construct a unique environment for visitors to explore.
We have, of course, a really nice old little farm scene with a John Deere tractor and something that we're all hoping to get in a little bit later this winter, some good old Wisconsin ice fishing.
Well, the show is open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. the next couple days, the next 2 days. It is free for Olbrich members. If you're not a member, an adult ticket costs just $8. A child's ticket costs $5. Those 5 and under are free. Well, let's get a look at your complete First Warn forecast. Meteorologist Alex Harrington joins us now. Alex?
Yeah, Eric, we're tracking yet a Clipper-like system, so I'll keep the white shades on here. I thought I was going to take them off and do the orange ones for mild temperatures this weekend, but nope, we've got a Clipper-like system that could bring up to an inch of snow for parts of the area. We'll track that in just a moment, but you're probably wondering, what's our New Year's Eve evening going to be like? Partly cloudy, temperatures around 26 at that important time, and then as we go into 2024, very confident in my prediction that it's going to start off dry and seasonably cool. As we track tonight, 26 for a low temperature. We'll do 35 for a high temperature on your Saturday as those clouds increase out ahead of that weather system. And again, there could be some slick spots as we go into your New Year's Eve day, particularly the morning hours, especially for areas along and north of I-94, minor accumulations, but it doesn't take much to cause a slick spot or two to cause a problem. Let's track those snow showers here midnight as we go into your New Year's Eve day, Sunday morning. It's a mouthful there. Snow showers moving into Lone Rock, Dells, Camp Douglas by the wee to mid hours of your Sunday morning, knocking on the door here in Dane County, 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock going on to about noon. That's when those snow showers will be most prevalent, especially for areas along and north of I-94, far southwestern Wisconsin, maybe not seeing quite as much. And then they move on out of here by the time we get into the evening festivity time. An inch or less with those better chances for maybe a little bit more than an inch, inch and a half would be up towards central Wisconsin on your Sunday. Here in Dane County, watch the snow showers peak here right around 7, 8 o'clock on your Sunday morning. And by the time we get to the noon hour, they're starting to move off towards the south and the east. So let's break down here your New Year's Eve Sunday forecast. Temperatures starting off in the 20s. We rise to right around 30. Snow shower activity shuts off right around, let's say, lunch hour, early afternoon hours. And then by the time we get to the important 12 o'clock, 26 degrees with partly cloudy skies. Then here's the prediction, 2024, this is normal. Pretty confident with all of our temperatures above normal as we go out here into 2024 that it's going to be seasonably mild as we carry on into that first full week. Look at that, plenty of sunshines out there. Maybe that following week getting a little weather system back here to make things a little bit more active, but that's quite a ways away out into the future. Thanks, Susan, for this. There's no ice on the Lake Wisconsin here. Merrimack Ferry, pretty easy to go across that lake, and it's going to be for some time now. Thanks, Chuck, from Verona, sending us this pretty photo there, and it's easy to do. Channel3000.com/weather. Scroll on down, click the Post Your Own button, and we've got some photos that we're going to take a look at here, folks. Some cardinals enjoying a little bit of the snow there. Marlene from Edgerton sending us that sunset picture. We've had plenty of snow pictures from yesterday's snow that mounted to 1, 2, 3 inches, and some of that is still out there, folks, with temperatures in the 30s. Thanks from Lone Rock. Anita sending us that pretty picture there, and Linda sending us another pretty picture. This is a great way, folks, for us to be able to not just talk about the weather, report the weather. It's always really nice to be able to show the weather, not just me reporting. I can talk all day, all night about the weather, but it's always good to be able to show you, hey, folks, this is what's going on in southern Wisconsin. Traffic out there doing pretty good out there. Again, this isn't a super busy week with work, so the Beltline is moving pretty good, right around 60 miles per hour, both eastbound and westbound, and I-39 north and southbound. We're sitting at about a 72 to 75 miles per hour. Down in Janesville, rocking and rolling there, 70 miles per hour. That's popular, north and southbound. And then up to the north and the west, up towards the Dells, folks are moving pretty good at 70 miles per hour.
Alex, thank you. And coming up, we have a few major recall alerts and why you'll want to get this toy kit out of your kids' hands. That and more ahead on News 3 Now at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
Menards is the one-stop shop for everything you need. Get a truckload of savings on items you need every day for everyone in your household. We have it all, from big to small and everything in between. Brewpub Lots of Matzo Pizza is made with the hungry in mind. It's loaded with over ½ pound of real Wisconsin cheese and piled high with your favorite premium toppings. Get 2 for $12 now at Menards. Limited time only.
Save big money at Menards.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CRV. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you, thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back. Walmart is recalling approximately 4,200 toy kits with metal balls after killing 7 people. The Relax 5mm science kit were sold exclusively on Walmart.com. These magnets are small enough to fit down a child's throat. If swallowed, they could attach to each other inside the child's digestive system and cause potentially life-threatening injuries. There were roughly 2,500 emergency room visits over magnet ingestions between 2017 and 2021. Well, today is one of the busiest days at airports nationwide this season. TSA expecting to screen more than 2.6 million people at airport security checkpoints across the country today, but the FAA says Saturday will be even busier with more than 48,000 flights expected. The all-time air travel record was 2.9 million people, and that was set the Sunday after Thanksgiving. As 2023 comes to a close, party organizers around the world are making last-minute preparations to ring in the new year, making sure everything is just right on Sunday. Organizers practice their confetti tossing in New York's Times Square. That needs practice. Officials have 3,000 pounds of confetti ready to go. Mixed in are tens of thousands of wishes written by individuals that contain resolutions and dreams for the future.
Even my own wish, which is to spend more time with my family in 2024, and of course, just peace on earth. I think more than ever, we just want everyone to get along.
Shortly after the celebration ends, hundreds of city sanitation workers descend on the area to sweep up the colorful aftermath. More than 1 million people are expected to crowd into Times Square on Sunday night. We're back with a final check of your First Warn forecast after a short break.
Want to instantly look more attractive, years younger, and even healthier? The solution is whiter teeth. Even teeth that are just a little yellow are a problem. They rob your appearance, make you look older, and can hurt your confidence. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised.
My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." So from that point on, I've been sold.
My absolute favorite thing was how easy it was. It takes literally less than 5 minutes.
Power Swabs has made a really big difference in lifting the stains and making my smile more beautiful.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. And after 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Plus, unlike other whitening methods, Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. Power Swabs are easier on your gums and cause less sensitivity.
I've used strips and trays, and they both gave me really sensitive teeth. With the Power Swabs, I've been using them for a week and nothing. I had hot coffee this morning and ice cream last night and no problems.
It's time to discover what you've been missing. Now, it's your turn to get started with Power Swabs.
I like my smile. I like my smile after finishing the Power Swabs.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off this new year. You'll also receive the Power Swabs Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will also get free shipping. Order right now and take the Power Swabs 5-minute challenge. If your teeth aren't a full 2 shades whiter after your first application, simply return it and you'll get your money back.
There's challenges, and I love overcoming challenges.
When Better Money Habits content first started coming out, it expanded what I could do. For Special Olympics athletes with developmental needs,
thousands of Bank of America employees like Scott spend countless hours volunteering to teach people how to reach their financial goals.
It felt good. It felt like I could take on the whole world.
What would you like the power to do?
We've been spending a lot more time than ever at home these days. Maybe now you've just noticed cold air coming in from a couple windows, which means you're losing heat in the winter, losing cooling in the summer, losing money. Now is the time for new windows and patio doors from Renewal by Andersen. And right now, when you buy one window or patio door, get one at 40% off. Plus, there's no money down, no payments for 12 months, and no interest for 12 months.
1-800-216-7421.
On this last Friday night of 2023, we go on the road with an update of this year's most popular story, a surprising and unexpected story about 2 lovebirds. You won't want to miss it tonight on the CBS Evening News. Taylor Swift helped boost sales of vinyl records in the United Kingdom to their highest level since 1990. The British phonographic industry says consumers purchased more than 250,000 vinyl albums last week alone, making it the biggest week of sales this century. Taylor Swift's 1989 Taylor's Version was the best-selling vinyl album this year. Additionally, her Speak Now Taylor's Version and Midnight's album also made the top 10. Alex is back with one final check of the forecast.
Yep, we got the snow shades for snow accumulations, maybe up to an inch. I-94 points to the north, stand the best chance for that as we go into your New Year's Eve day, Sunday morning. That is a mouthful there. And let's break down the forecast here on your New Year's Eve here. Those snow showers will end probably noon, 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Temperatures getting up still above normal, 32 degrees. And then that important hour, midnight, partly cloudy. We're going to go for 26 degrees. And then as we carry on out into 2024, pretty easy prediction here for the weather person. Sunny skies, 30s, can't be beat. That's a good way to start 2024, I think.
And pretty nice tonight. We saw that sunset. Looks pretty clear out there.
Pretty nice night tonight out there, too. Partly cloudy, 26.
Nothing to worry about as far as traveling right now.
Not tonight.
All right, Alex. Well, thank you very much. There will be no noon show on Monday, January 1st, so we will be back on Tuesday. As we bid farewell to 2023, we want you to meet the staff that brings you the best news coverage all year long. Here are the faces of News 3 Now as we wish you a Happy New Year.